Imagine working on a job site, installing a fixture or troubleshooting a power panel, when suddenly, bam! A jolt of electricity surges through the body. The heart races, muscles lock up, and within seconds, serious injury, or worse, has already happened. Electrocution is one of the leading causes of death in the construction industry. In fact, thousands of workers are injured or killed every year because of avoidable electrical hazards. Whether it's faulty wiring, overhead power lines, or simple mistakes like using the wrong tool in the wrong place, the risk is real. But here's the good news. Most electrocution incidents can be prevented with basic safety measures. This Safety Toolbox talk is a quick but critical guide for contractors, electricians, installers, and anyone working around live power. A few smart precautions can mean the difference between going home safe or never going home at all. Electricity is silent, fast, and deadly. Unlike other workplace hazards, it doesn't give second chances. The human body is an excellent conductor, meaning the moment a worker touches a live wire, an exposed panel, or even an electrified metal tool, the current finds the shortest path, right through the body and into the ground. A mild shock might just feel like a tingle. A stronger one can cause burns, muscle contractions, or nerve damage. And if the current is high enough, it can stop the heart on the spot. Electricity always tries to reach the ground. If a person becomes part of that circuit, they're in serious danger. This is why wearing insulated gloves, standing on dry surfaces, and using non-conductive tools is essential for safety. Some of the most common and most deadly electrical hazards are the ones that workers deal with every single day. First, damaged power tools and extension cords. A frayed cord or exposed wiring might not look dangerous, but it can be deadly. Even a small break in insulation can allow high voltage to travel through the tool into the person using it. Before plugging in any tool, inspect the cord. If it's cut, frayed, or patched up with electrical tape, replace it. Temporary fixes don't stop electricity from leaking out. Another major risk is wet conditions. Rain, puddles, even damp hands can make an otherwise harmless situation deadly. A metal ladder leaning against a damp surface, or a worker standing in a puddle while using a power drill. These situations can turn fatal in an instant. Whenever possible, keep electrical equipment dry. If the worksite is wet, use ground fault circuit interrupters which automatically shut off power when they detect a fault. These devices are lifesavers. One of the biggest killers in construction is contact with overhead power lines. These lines carry thousands of volts, enough to kill instantly. The problem is, they don't look dangerous. They blend into the background and many workers forget they're even there. A metal ladder, a crane, a scaffolding pole, anything that gets too close to a power line can create a deadly arc, sending electricity straight through the worker holding it. That's why the 10-foot rule exists. Always stay at least 10 feet away from power lines. If equipment must be used near a power line, call the power company first to discuss safety precautions. One of the biggest mistakes contractors make is assuming that just because a machine is turned off, it's safe. That's not always true. When servicing electrical systems, a lockout tagout procedure must be in place. This means physically disconnecting the power source, locking the breaker or switch in the off position, and tagging it so no one accidentally turns it back on. Too many electrocution deaths happen because someone flips a switch, thinking no one is working on the line. If there's no lock and no tag, the risk is real. In any electrical repair or installation, make sure power is completely shut off and locked out before touching anything. Temporary power setups, overloaded extension cords, and daisy-chained power strips can all create an invisible electrocution risk. Overloaded circuits overheat, leading to burnt wiring, equipment malfunctions, and electrical fires. When too much power is drawn from a single outlet, the insulation can melt, exposing live wires. The safest approach is to use the right rated outlets and breakers for each job. If multiple power tools are in use, make sure power distribution is balanced across circuits. If a worker is electrocuted, do not touch them. Electricity doesn't stop flowing just because someone gets shocked. The current can pass through them into anyone who tries to help. Instead, follow these steps. Shut off the power immediately, whether at the breaker, the generator, or the main power switch. Use a non-conductive object, like a dry wooden pole or plastic tool, to move them away from the electrical source. Call emergency services immediately as time is critical. If the worker is not breathing, start CPR, but only if the power is completely off. Electrocution isn't just a possibility. It's a daily risk for anyone working with power tools, wiring, or electrical systems. Every step taken to reduce that risk, whether it's checking equipment, keeping a safe distance from power lines, or following lockout tagout procedures could save a life. No job is worth cutting corners on electrical safety. Stay alert, follow proper procedures, and make sure everyone on the site goes home safe at the end of the day.
Are you fed up with sifting through binders trying to find the right toolbox talk? Safe Leo can put an end to that headache once and for all. You'll never ever have to comb through binders again. Now you can easily upload your own or choose from our comprehensive library of preloaded text-based and video-based toolbox talks. No more last-minute scrambling to pull something together. Even better, you can bulk schedule those talks across all your projects, ensuring they happen consistently without someone having to remember. When it's time for the safety meeting, just pull up the day's talk on your phone or tablet and deliver it to your crew. Taking attendance is a breeze too. Workers can digitally sign in right on the device, or you can snap a photo of the physical sign-in sheet. Either way, SafeLeo keeps everything documented and stored in one organized system. Safety should be the top priority on any job site. Now you can streamline your toolbox talk so you can focus on the information, not scrambling to find it. Click the link below to request a quick demo.